Drone here. This is Kids Tech Hex. A bunch of people have rebranded this exact design, but I don't think anybody's quite rebranded this controller. Look at those buttons, and we got top bumper buttons too. That's a lot of buttons. This one's your flip button. I believe this is your headless mode. This is your speed button. There's 3 different speed rates. This, I believe, is your return to home. And then these sets of buttons, that's your forward and backwards trim. And then we have your left-right trim, and then your yaw trim. If it's spinning one way, you can counter it. We're going to give this a fly, and I've modded this. I've stuck a battery like this in it that it normally doesn't have a connection on the back for you to charge. As you can see there, I just have a little bit of tape there. Kind of gutted it, but it was a quick fix. It was like a 3-minute fix. And instead of charging in that small, tiny little port right there, we can charge off the B6 off of this, and we're still using our toggle. So here we go. We're going to give this a flight, and just to show you on a micro, micros are the same way. They have, you charge off that little port right there, and you don't have any way to change this. If this battery does die, all I have to do is remove that little piece of tape and pull the battery out, install another one of those, and I'm good to go. Alright, so we are going to just set this on the edge here to make sure it's flat, because I do have a little bit of uplift in the back, if you want to say, just because that's sitting there. And here, let's see, let's get it right there. So that's where we're going to start it. So here we go, guys. I haven't flown this in maybe like a year and a half. I got this at Ollie's dirt cheap. Your LED in the front, that's your front, and the 2 white blades are your front. You can turn this on. You need to throttle up and down, and bam, here we go. So we're gonna go up. This thing is zippy. It's punchy upwards as well. We are in the first speed setting. It's a nice little hex. Goes into a crazy yaw. And again, to find your front, you're going to want to look for that little orientation light. I think they should have had more lights on this. We'll go ahead and throw it into second speed setting. And we'll throw it in third. Third speed setting is pretty pitchy. And there's that crazy yaw. I like a small drone with crazy yaw. We'll try to get this stable here, get the camera on it. That should be getting it pretty good. This won't be a full flight time. It'll be a partially full flight time. I took this battery off at probably about 0.2. It should have charged for about 0.2 more volts before I took it out. But again, like I said, this was a quick fix. I went and I did pull all the screws out of this body, and with all the motors, there's 6 motors on this, and all the wires, and the battery sitting underneath the board. I wanted no part in that. And it being super small, so no. So all I did, I took a razor blade underneath. I have a video that shows this. But I took a razor blade underneath, I popped it open, I popped the old battery out, and then I just popped this one in. Pretty stable flyer too. There is no altitude hold on this. Nice little roll cage around it in case you do hit something indoors. I didn't fly this outdoors. I think the last time I flew this was in my garage. Knew that was coming. Let's see, we might be able to orientate. Let's go. And that guard helped a little bit. A little bit of crazy yawing. I didn't want to go that high into it, so maybe we'll do a partial loop. We'll go up. And I think the battery that I'm using off the 010 Eachine or 010 from Nushi, Off of those drones, I think JJRC, I think theirs was like an H36 or something. It's off of one of those, and it doesn't seem to be bogging down the drone. I do believe that we're probably out of juice, though. Come on. I'm probably getting close to being out of juice. I can tell, and yeah, that rapid blinking. I think we had a light blinking, but the rapid blinking, yeah, we're done. So with added battery, we are at almost a 6-minute flight time, minus my jabberjaw. Probably around a 4-minute flight time for a micro that wasn't fully charged. I'm J-Drone, and quick fix, man. I went to charge this, and it was actually, when I put this on the charger, the blades would just start spinning. You know, it was almost like reverse polarity or something. But we took the battery out. We put a new battery in it. Again, we put one of these batteries in it. And it worked out well, man. I'm really happy with this. I'm happy that I was able to charge it. And now, because there's a little port there, that little wire hanging off there, instead of that wire, the little box there that you're normally supposed to charge on underneath the toggle, I can charge this on my B6 balance charger. Obviously, you can't balance charge it. It's only 3.7 volt. But, alright, guys. I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And this is Kids Tech Hex. Hopefully you enjoyed the flight. And if anybody else has this, you have one that looks like this, they're all going to operate just about the same. Take care, guys.